Wholesaling real estate on a budget. Guys, it's Rick Ginn here with Flip with Rick, and you know what to do. To continue to receive the absolute best up-to-date wholesaling information, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. You're on a budget. Nothing new. I started out this exact same way. And to be honest with you, those wholesalers that are on a budget usually wind up having the most success. You know why? Because you have to pay attention because you have limited amount of resources, meaning funds to do things. Reality is you can't buy your way into wholesaling. Sooner or later, you have to do the work to get the best deals possible. So what you lack in resources will require you to be resourceful. Bottom line. So when you're on a budget, resourcefulness, we're going to walk through it. I'm going to walk you through my top 10 ways of how to find a wholesale deal on a budget. And every one of these techniques I have absolutely used, and especially when I started out on a budget. Let's get into it. First of all, the name of the game in any type of marketing for wholesaling real estate is he or she that contacts the most motivated sellers, has the most activity, is always going to win. Hands down. It doesn't matter if you have money or you're doing this 100% on sweat equity. You have to make as many touches as possible. It doesn't matter if it's text, phone, in-person, video, it doesn't matter. So always remember, you're doing this on a budget, your activity levels for touches has to be off the chart. I'm going to walk through the top 10 ways to get this activity level going. Now, keep in mind, I did them in random order on purpose because the reality is not one technique's going to supersede another. So if one chimes into you and you want to get it going, that's great. I always start out with one and just keep adding on from there. So assuming you have less than $100, that's what we're talking about today. Let's start with number one. The simplest and easiest one to get the best motivated sellers on an extremely limited budget. I'm talking about a $5 gas tank is driving for dollars. I know it's not super sexy, but guys, this is the fastest ways. When I started spending money on doing direct mail and various other types of marketing activities, when we got a deal under contract, we go up to the house and 9 times out of 10, it had high grass, it had a blue tarp on the roof. And here's another little secret is these deals were right in my face. And I can't tell you how many times I drove by them and I just ignored it. Driving for dollars is the fastest way to skip spending thousands of dollars on leads that you can get on your own. Now, the beauty of driving for dollars is just farm your own neighborhood and drive by. What you have to do is you need to start having random drives. Do not drive the exact same route every time because you don't want to keep being exposed to the same properties. I'm going to give you a little bit of tip on driving for dollars, but I'm telling you guys, driving for dollars, I can gather hundreds of what I call motivated properties. And then it's your job to reach out to them to see if you have a motivated seller. Guys, a motivated property is one that needs a lot of repairs or is in neglect or is just flat out vacant. You're looking for vacant properties, high grass, blue tarp roofs. And here's a secret to it. Find houses that have knocked over mail receptacles or they're missing. You know why? Because they're not getting their mail. So the direct mail guys aren't getting them. You're going to have the fastest line to them and then go, well, Rick, how do I get that information? Is go knock on the door if they're not there. I promise you the neighbors will come out and talk to you or just talk to the neighbors and see what they know about the house. Driving for dollars is where we're going to start. Technique number 2, network, guys. I mean, you have to be a network ninja. What do I mean by this? Remember, the name of the game is as many people you can contact as humanly possible is going to give you the best chances to get a deal with a motivated seller. First thing is we're going to start out with our what we call our SOI, our sphere of influence, people we know. Maybe it's from a previous business you did, anything like that. Just let them know, hey, listen, I'm a real estate investor and I buy properties that need to be sold fast or that need accessory repairs or anything like that. I'm definitely your guy or gal. You know what? It doesn't matter. If you reach out to 500 people or 10 people in your sphere of influence, I promise you, everybody comes across a property that needs help. Motivated sellers do not discriminate what industry they're in. They're in it all the time, guys. People overpay for houses all the time, or they have family members that the health straight, or maybe grandma needs help with a house being sold. Maybe a house is in probate. Maybe they got an inheritance. It never stops. I want you to reach out as many people possible. Go wild with this. If you can do the business cards, the electronic thing, like whatever it is, friends, family, just don't shove it down their throat, but just let them know what you do and just remind them constantly. The next thing I want you to do is go to RIAs, go to these physical meetings and network like crazy. Yes, I get it. Very few motivated sellers there, but they will point you in the right direction of where to reach out, especially if you're new to the game. It's so helpful when you can reach out to other people that are trying to do the exact same thing as you, so you can get some exact direction in your local market. The other one is any types of forums, Facebook group. Use the Wholesaling Houses for Real. There's a great community here, and you guys all connect. And don't disregard social media. However you can use social media to announce your word. I'm not telling you to do paid ads. You can go out and do it on your own. Like, you can post on your feed, whatever groups, and let people know what you do. Number 3, Facebook Marketplace. That's right. I said Facebook Marketplace. Go on Facebook Marketplace and look at all the properties being sold. Guys, this is becoming a bigger and a bigger trend. There is a lot of activity on Facebook Marketplace. Guys, it's just a numbers game. Reach out to these people, talk to them, see what's going on with them. Listen, I get all you need is one, and that's all I'm trying to do it. And honestly, it's free, so why not use it? So to add to the Facebook Marketplace, you can do Zillow, you can do Craigslist, really anything online that you can grab your hands and wrap around it. FSBOs are great too. If you can find anybody that gives you a list of FSBOs through the internet, just go for it. I'd tell you the newspaper, but now I'm showing you my age. I just don't think there's much stuff printed in the newspaper. Why not give it a shot? Remember, it's about being resourceful. Number 4, specialty list. Specialty list that you can get usually for free, or sometimes they're 10 or 20 bucks to have somebody process them for you. What do I mean by specialty list? Any type of list that you can get. Code violations, tax delinquencies, water shutoffs. Like, there's vacant lists that you can get if you have a listrei.com account through PropStream. Part of your monthly subscription, so just go ahead and harvest that list. Shoot, drive by them, add them to your driving for dollars, cold call them, skip trace them, whatever you got to do. Guys, here's who has the most activities going to win in this game. Number 5, bird dogs. This is a big one. Guys, I'm just going to keep this really simple. A bird dog does not receive a fee if you close on the house. The bird dog receives a gift, maybe a gift card. You guys call them a finder's fee. It just can't be associated with the successful sale of the house. Give them a gas card, like whatever you need. Just keep them motivated. Rick, what type of bird dogs are we looking for? You want to know the absolute best bird dog in the world? It's a bartender. Hands down, they know everyone's problem. Everybody leads it out on the bar. I'm telling you, bartenders have so much information on what's going on, and they usually meet people that are struggling, that are typically going to be motivated sellers. Other types of bird dogs, contractors. I used to tell you mailmen, just be careful about it. Firemen, they tell you the latest house that burned down. Guys, be resourceful when it comes to this. Bird dogs are everywhere. You just got to find a way to connect with them, tell them what you're looking for, and find a way to take care of them. Number 6, this one's often overlooked. Title companies. Reach out to every title company you can in your local market that you do business with, and let them know what you do. And more importantly is, try to get a relationship with them. They know who's doing deals, who's not doing deals. They know which realtors are struggling to close a deal. There's so much information. A lot of title companies will lead you to probate lawyers. They'll lead you to probate deals. I've gotten so many deals from the title companies I've done over the years, and it's usually like, hey, Rick, Susie just had a deal fall apart. This is her 3rd buyer. Like, the seller needs it sold like right away. Can you help them out? I remember you said you do something like that. It's simple as that, guys. Number 7, court-appointed leads. Guys, do not overlook these. They're usually free. Divorces, probate, evictions, pre-foreclosures, liens and judgments. Guys, all this is in your local courthouse. Go harvest that information and get on it. It's free. We're talking about being resourceful and getting motivated sellers on a budget. Go to your local courthouse. I'm telling you, it's loaded with motivated sellers. Number 8, often overlooked but never forgotten, is realtors. Understanding that realtors are in control of 95% of the market, so go ahead and access that information. Let realtors know exactly what you're looking for. And here's a little trick with realtors. I try to find either the brand new ones, because they're young, hungry and they're ready to go. They're not always young, but it doesn't matter. Or I find the seasoned realtor that just kind of wants to sit back, enjoys the whole investment thing with cash, and it intrigues them, but they don't want to do it, so they want to work with you. And a little trick to them is just paying both sides on the commissions, and they're usually very, very happy. And by the way, I only need them to contact me 2, 3, 4 times a year. If you have them give you every deal, they're going to burn out in the first month and you'll never hear from them again. So just tell them, listen, you ever have someone that just needs to sell fast, or you need a cash deal, or like a really rundown property? I'll pay you on both sides of the commission. I'll make sure I make you look like the hero. It's that simple with realtors, guys. Number 9, I'm going to let you in on a little secret I learned years ago in my local market. Garage sales are golden. Garage sales are people that are motivated and ready to go. Now, when you go to the garage sale, understand a lot of times it's the tenants, and you can use that information to get the owner of the property, and the tenant will give you all the information, what's wrong with the house, and then just reach out. 9 times out of 10 on a garage sale, either the landlord doesn't know they're moving out, so you're going to kind of shock them with the information. Number 2, why not? There's a vacancy. The property is usually in rough shape. It is the perfect time to strike and get a motivated seller. Landlords typically want to sell when there's a turnover in tenants, and that's your perfect opportunity to garage sale. Stop looking at the stuff in the garage sale, guys, and start looking at the real estate. It makes a tremendous difference. And all your garage sales are online. There's Facebook spots for it. Just find all your garage sales and you can add it to your driving for dollars list on Saturday. And number 10, because it works, is you need to network with all your local wholesalers. You know why? Because when I started out, probably I did 30 or 40 deals with wholesalers that worked in my area. And we just found ways, like sometimes they would have a buyer for this, I would have a buyer for that, and we worked it out. And sometimes someone was really good with short sales. The bottom line is you'll learn a lot of information, you'll learn the market better, and you'll learn who the players are. And you know what? If you stay in contact with them, you might be able to work out a deal and partner up on them. Guys, do not forget your local wholesalers. I know times have changed with it, but if you just take the time to get to know the real wholesalers, the ones that are in the business full time, they'll respect you more and they're more willing to work with you on a deal, or even step away from a deal that they know that you're engaged with because they respect you and know you. Network with your local wholesalers, guys. There's no reason. There's plenty of deals out there. There's no reason you can't work together. Remember the rules here. When you're wholesaling real estate on a budget, he or she that makes the most contacts will win this game, hands down every time. If you just reach out to 5 or 10 people, you are going to struggle when you're on a budget. You need to make up for it. And remember, what you lack in experience and capital, you can make up for in resourcefulness. Your energy level has to just explode when you do this. So the more energy you can put and the more budget conscious you are, means you're going to pay attention and failure is not an option. And there's no reason you can't do a wholesale deal on a budget. Once you get your first few deals, you can start setting money aside for marketing, and you can up the activity level even more. But guys, I started on a budget. There's no reason you can't. You tell me in the comments below what you think. If you think you can wholesale real estate on a budget, because I'm telling you, I did it and it has made a profound effect on me. Actually approaching 20 years of wholesaling real estate. And because I paid attention in the beginning and I made it work, I knew I was going to stick it out. And I knew what it was like not to have money to do wholesaling. And I still acted like this day. Whenever I market, I pretend I'm broke. And that's the secret, because I don't spend 30, 40 grand a month. Not even close, guys. And that's the secret to this business. Get excited. If you're on a limited budget and you're just getting started wholesaling, I just gave you 10 great ideas to go out there and do it. Remember, high energy level, high activity. He or she who makes the most contacts will win this game. Guys, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe to continue to receive the absolute best free up-to-date wholesaling information available on the internet today from myself and Zach, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.